Andrew Ravens here for the WWE SmackDown spoilers for May 26, 2016. They taped the show in Norfolk, Virginia, and it will air on Thursday night on the USA Network. And really, by looking at the show, it has some potential. You had a nice balance of not only promos, but matches, and important matches at that. I mean, by looking at the lineup before we go into it, I can only look at two matches where I'm like, I can leave it or take it. The other matches were they look good on paper, and they have potential, and as someone who covers this and a lifelong WWE fan, I'm kind of looking forward to the show, and that hasn't been the case for WWE SmackDown in quite a while, but let's get into it, y'all. The show opens with Michael Cole standing in the ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He does a little intro, and then he brings out Dean Ambrose. And guess what? Dean Ambrose talks about destroying Chris Jericho at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view this past Sunday night. What does this lead to? Yes, you guessed it. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Alberto Del Rio walked out. Each superstar claimed that they would win the Money in the Bank match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is next month. And then basically this just led to a big brawl between all four stars. We had a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Alberto Del Rio went over Zack Ryder with an armbar. Pretty sure that'll be a solid match. Del Rio being in there is not really a surprise. WB not doing anything with Ryder is not a surprise either, but, it is what it is. Big Cass and Enzo Amore cut a promo in the ring on the Dudley Boys. Pretty much mocked them. This led to the Dudley Boys walking out, and the two teams exchanged promos. And then Cass challenged the Dudley Boys to a match, but the Dudley Boys turned them down, unfortunately. So I'm sure that's an okay segment. Enzo Amore is so great on the mic that he kind of makes every segment that he's in just great. So I'm kind of looking forward to that as well. Rusev did a backstage promo and vowed that he would retain his United States Championship over Kalisto. And their match actually happened next. And Rusev retained over Kalisto with the accolade. And then things got a little twisted. After the match, Rusev beat down Kalisto. No big surprise. But what the surprise was Titus O'Neil running down, making the save. And then he challenges Rusev for the United States title. But Rusev turned him down. So I'm not really sure if they're going in a Titus O'Neil versus Rusev direction, or this is just a short-time play, because there's a big-ass rumor that John Cena, when he returns on the May 30th episode of Raw, which is next Monday, of course, that he would go and try to challenge Rusev for the title, because without John Cena, the U.S. title means absolutely nothing, and WB has shown that through their booking. But it'll be very interesting. I mean, I don't have a problem with O'Neil versus Rusev. I think they could do some interesting things. Maybe not a long-term storyline, but they could have a decent match. I don't mind it. The next match actually went under a minute. Natalya versus Dana Brooke ended in a no contest when Charlotte ran in, who was on commentary, attacked Natalya, and then locked in the sharpshooter. So they are continuing that storyline. They should have a match at Money in the Bank, and hopefully that match will be a lot better than their match at Extreme Rules. AJ Styles cut a weird backstage promo and basically said, he doesn't know what's next for him, and then he just kind of walked away. So we're kind of in limbo with AJ Styles. Tag team match, Fandango and Tyler Breeze went over R-Truth and Goldust. Yeah. Seth Rollins cut a promo in the ring about being away from WWE after he had knee surgery, and then asked the fans if they missed him. They booed. Rollins told them that he didn't miss them either, and then walked to the back. Yeah. No Roman Reigns on the show. Kind of find that odd. And then in our main event of the evening, it was an Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz, and he retained over Cesaro. With the skull-crushing finale. And then after the match, Miz and Maurice stood tall in the ring to close the show. And that is your WWE SmackDown spoilers. So, on paper, it looks alright. We'll see what they can do. And, we're just kind of in this limbo until we get to Money in the Bank, which is like a month away. Yeah. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this episode. hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you so much for listening. And of course, we'll see you next time.